Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of Lunch Break with Amie and Kevin. I'm Amy Baca-Oler, your CEA president.
Hi, everyone, and I'm Kevin Vick, your CEA vice president.
Well, already it's been a very busy January with lots of things happening. So we'll keep it quick today. We just have a few things we want to talk about and update you on. The first thing I want to talk about is the vaccine. I know that there are a lot of questions about what is happening with the vaccine, the timeline, what's going on. And so wanted to just let everybody know that we are working on this issue diligently. We have been working with the governor's office, with the CDPHE, and also with the NEA on the national level to lift up the prioritization of educators for the vaccine. Obviously, this is a national issue, as you've probably seen in the news, that the supply for the nation is a big issue in every state. So we are working hard. The Biden administration has promised to speed up the rollout of doses to states. So we are hopeful for that. And we are continuing to advocate that when those doses get here and we move through the phase 1A and through the 70 plus year olds in phase 1B, that educators be the next priority. And we believe that that is going to happen. So we also know that the vaccine, though, is not enough on its own. We have to continue to push for and advocate for those protective layering strategies to ensure that mask wearing is happening, to ensure that distancing is happening. And we also need the community to do their part, to not have large gatherings, to wear masks in public gatherings, because we know that the limiting of the community spread is key to keeping our schools, our educators, and our students safe. So please stay tuned. We will continue to work every single day on this vaccine issue, as well as those other safety measures that are needed to be in place. And we'll keep you updated. I will give a little teaser. We're going to be having a webinar in the next couple of weeks to talk with our health partners and health providers about the vaccine and the vaccine rollout. So stay tuned for that. There is also through the NEA going to be a fireside chat webinar with Dr. Fauci. So you can tune into that webinar as well. I know this vaccine issue is a big issue for all of us. And there is a lot of anxiety and a lot of angst around the when and the how of the vaccine. But know that we are working on this and we will keep you updated as soon as we have further information. So Kevin, why don't you let us know what's going on with the legislative session?
Sure. Thanks, Amy. So the legislature is currently in recess. Like everything else, it's kind of an unusual year. They are going to be in recess until approximately the middle of February, they've stated. And so this is actually a really opportune time to get in touch with our legislators and make sure that they hear what's really happening with educators in the classroom right now so they can make good legislative policy moving forward. Obviously, funding is going to be a huge component of what we need as educators to make sure that we are getting the resources for our students. Like Amy said, schools are still going to need to be putting a lot of resources into making sure that people are staying safe through the rest of this school year, definitely, and possibly even into next school year. So the resource conversation is key. We're also working towards getting a pause in testing. We're also working on evaluation things. So I know we say every year that this is a very important legislative year, but we're telling you this year especially, you have to be engaged. You have to try and make contact with your legislators because there are lots of forces out there this year in particular that are trying to reinvigorate some of these old um, forces about standardized testing and charters and some of these other things that we know take the resources away that we need from the classroom. And so as much as you can, we know you have a lot on your plate, but as much as you can, we need you to be engaged this spring. We will have a number of ways to do that. The first way, and probably the easiest, is to get in touch with your local leadership and your local UNISERV office, and they will be able to inform you on all of the different activities that are going to be happening around the legislative session this year.
Yes, and we're also going to, throughout the session, we will have other ways besides attending a roundtable or a town hall in your local or unit. We will be doing other ways to engage digitally and perhaps by writing a letter to the editor. So stay tuned for all of those things. We currently have a petition happening right now. It has already over 6,500 signatures. This is a petition to support a bill that will require the State Board of Education to seek a waiver from the U.S. Department of Education to cancel CMAS testing for this school year. Nobody knows better than you all the challenges that giving the CMAS test this year will cause. And we know that our students, we have plenty of data to tell us how our students are doing, what they're learning, what the gaps are. And we're moving forward with our students. We're spending every single day needs to be prioritized on instruction. So we encourage you to sign the petition, spread it far and wide. This petition is for educators, parents, community members. The CMAS test is just not the right thing to do this school year. So sign this petition, spread it around to your friends, family, and community, and stay tuned this legislative session as we continue to do various things like petitions, digital engagement, as Kevin said, to connect with our legislators. Your voices, your stories matter, and they need to be told. So we will continue to provide ways for, to lift up your voice, to lift up your story. So that's it for our two big updates for this week's lunch break edition. We hope everyone is staying safe and well and healthy. We will continue to keep at it, to keep working to ensure that you all have the safe working and learning conditions that you deserve. So everyone take care. We'll see you in a couple weeks. I hope you have a great rest of your week and take care.
Stay safe and stay strong, everyone.